Hey, what's going on guys, it's FGM Gaming, and today I'm just going to ask you guys with a video on Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker. I was asked by a few people to talk about the game, talk about whether I'm going to get it, talk about whether I'm going to play it, just talk about the game as a whole, because we have played 2 betas on my live streams on my channel, and I've talked about it there a lot with some people, and there are a few things I want to say about the game, a few things I want to say to you, a few things I want to gather in the comments as well. So if you guys have anything you want to say about the game, or if you disagree with me, I'm not going to mention everything here, so I'll be doing a lot of my discussion off the video, so either in Twitter or message or comments about the game. But overall, I simply just don't like the game. Now I'm going to get into why that is. Okay, let's just start off with the graphics. First of all, the graphics are okay. They, a bit of a Dragon Ball FighterZ ripoff sort of thing, really old style. People are liking that old style 2D graphics. They like that, so people are getting sick of the 3D, so it's understandable why some people like it, but I don't like it because it's 2018 and 2D graphics aren't really my thing. I kind of like the graphics in Tekken. That's my sort of graphics, and Storm Series. Storm Series graphics were remarkable. They had amazing graphics, really enjoyable, and really nice cinematics along with them as well. The graphics aren't the only main problem that I have with this game. The other main problem is, of course, the online. That's what this game revolves around, right? The online is the biggest feature of this game. It is what is going to drive the gameplay. It's what everything revolves around, and there's only 4 game modes. Okay, like I can accept that. Okay, 4 game modes is an okay amount to have. It's not too many. It's not like Call of Duty nowadays with the 10 plus game modes that have, maybe 20 now, and it's okay. It's all very linear though. It's all 4v4. It's always 4v4. But yeah, so that is quite linear, and I can see that getting quite boring. Can you imagine playing 4v4 all the time? And imagine not playing with friends as well. Imagine playing with a bunch of strangers 4v4 constantly, and the servers are lagging. That's just a horrible experience for me. Okay, I cannot enjoy that. Fair enough, bad servers is not part of the game. That's something they can work on, that's something they can fix. But the fact that the servers were horrible during the last beta, it's pretty bad. Well, okay, like horrible is a big word. Let's not use horrible. The servers were bad, okay? Bad. That's not as dramatic as horrible. They were bad. The first beta was horrible in terms of servers. The second beta was okay. It was bad, but it was okay. Like, especially when everybody logged on at the same time, and you're thinking, how many people are playing the beta and how many people want to buy the game? Let's compare that. Not everyone that's buying the game has played the beta. I would say more people, but then again, there are people who are playing the beta that won't buy the game. So maybe it's a rough estimate of how it's going to be like when the game actually does come out. So if the game comes out and it's lagging like that, especially during the week of release, then it's just going to be a horrible experience for everyone, and everyone will want to return the game, or they won't want to play it. Also, if you look at the game, if you look at YouTube and you search up, it's like no one's really interested in the game. This is a big problem for me, big problem for Naruto YouTubers. Nobody's really interested in the game. It's going to really disturb the Naruto franchise, because if you go on YouTube and you search up Naruto Boruto Shinobi Striker, all the videos have like 30,000 views and less, of course exception of Afro Senju, who gets 100k plus, but that's Afro Senju. So everyone else is only getting 30,000 or less, 50,000 less, and that's not that much. Like, Naruto Storm 4 was a massive hit. It was getting millions of views across the board. Even the mods nowadays are still being released, are still getting millions of views. It was a ridiculous amount of hype for that game. This game, it feels kind of dead already. I feel like if I were to play the game, I would play it for a month max, because by then a lot of people would stop playing. A, it would become harder to get a server. B, your friends probably stop playing, and C, it would just be pretty boring, especially like in the loading menu. When you're in the middle of the map, in the waiting area, you can't do much there on your own. And of course you can do the nice gestures, which by the way I love. I really love that they added in that you can do nice gestures. So I'm talking a lot of trash about the game, sorry guys, but I will get on to some good things about the game near the end. So let's just get the bad stuff out of the way. So another bad thing is that there are too many preset characters, if you get what I mean, like Kakashi, Sasuke, all that jazz. I heard a rumor that, or I don't know if it was confirmed, there was about 22, 23 preset characters with set jutsus and everything. And I'm just thinking, What is the point? Like, why? The whole point of this game is for you to make your own character and then use that character online. You get garments for them to customize it even more. That'll be in the full game. You will get DLC for them. You will be able to change their jutsu as well. I forgot who did that, but I think you can. You can change your jutsu. You can customize the character completely. You have more than 10 designs for every aspect of the character. You have all these colors, and yet you can still choose to pick Sasuke. That just really hurts. Like, that's a big FU to me. That's just like developers looking at me and saying you could make your own character, or you could just use ours because they're probably better than yours. Like, that's basically what's gonna happen. Like, fair enough, maybe there are some fans that just want to play Sasuke. They don't want to make their own character. But then why are you getting this game? Like, this game is all about making your own character and having fun with that. It's completely null having preset characters already in the game. Maybe having a few, you know, the beta had 5, okay, including Yamato. I don't know why Yamato's there, but let's say they had 5 main characters. I would put up with that. That's fine with me. But they're spending a lot of time in making these characters, you know? And if they're gonna have 23 preset characters, then that's gonna be quite a hit. It's gonna be quite bad. You know, I don't want to play preset characters. No one's gonna wanna. And they're gonna release a DLC, Pain DLC or something. It's gonna come out as a character. I'm just thinking, why then? Why should I make my own character? Why don't I just buy the DLC and beat everyone? But of course, that still defeats the purpose of the game. And another thing I don't like about the game, DLC. I think this game is going to be really big on DLC because a while ago, I don't know if anyone remembers, Namco Bandai released a poll on Twitter asking people what they wanted in the game. What was their biggest, what they wanted added to the game? And all of their options revolved around DLC and pre-order bonuses. All of it was like a poster with the game, and another one was like a free character. It was all DLC. They were just building it up for DLC. And that's what this game's maybe going for, you know? Maybe they're not expecting so many sales, so they're gonna release a portion of the game, then release it in installments, so they make more money. I don't know, but that seems to be quite a common thing to do nowadays. Naruto Stormford, you know, also did the same thing. Road to Boruto, they released it as an entire new game and everything, and it's just a big expansion pack. That's what it is. It's all become DLC nowadays, which is something I don't really like. Fair enough, this DLC, you know, it'd be nice to have like garments as DLC, but I just don't like characters as DLC. Naruto Stormford, of course, had a lot of that, so I think they're just trying to copy from that. So fair enough, you know, I can let them have that. I won't be hurt because it's only preset characters. It's not like massive things. But who knows, they may, I don't know, if I'm not too sure about this, but they might have Jutsu DLC, which would be absolute garbage. Because can you imagine one of the DLC jutsus being really good? That means for you to do well, if you're a competitive player, you will have to buy that DLC and you will have to use it, you know? It's going to be that type of thing. Of course, everyone wants a balanced game as well. Balance is a big issue in these types of games. You want everyone to be balanced, especially when everyone can make their own characters and line things up differently. So everyone can have certain jutsu and they can do squads and stuff. You want things to interact well. You want things to have proper jutsus that don't cause too much strain on the whole game. Something that's not too broken, and you want, you know, ultimates that aren't too broken as well. So we want the game to be balanced, and from my experience when I was playing the second beta, although they did mention in an update that they did work on the tweaking and balancing, range type was pretty damn strong. Range type, because it was the tracking, although they did update it mid-beta and the tracking was removed and it wasn't as good anymore. Healing type as well makes some characters invincible. As long as you can run around, you just have to hide on a wall and heal your opponent, heal your ally, and then, you know, they're fine. They won't really die that quickly, which is, I guess, that's the only reason why to pick them. Otherwise, they're quite useless. And there was, of course, problems with like the sand shield and some other things, but they're working on them. That's the thing. That's good about them. Okay, they are listening to us. They are trying to work on them, but at the same time, they're also not listening to us. Because in reality, this is a game that we did not really need. This is a game that came out too soon. What they should have done was they should have let the Boruto anime progress even further, then released after 1 or 2 years down the line, released Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. That would have been a massive hit. Okay, that would have broken, not records, but, you know, for Naruto would have maybe broken records. That would have revived the whole series, Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, if that was released in 1 or 2 years time. I would have played that. I would have done so much with that game. I would have tried to go to the expos for it and everything. It would be amazing to have that game. But anyway, look, there's a lot of bad things I can say about this game, but I don't want to criticize it too much because the game hasn't released yet. So I might make another video when the game's released. I'm not going to buy it, but I know some people who are, and I'm going to analyze it via them. So through them, I will analyze the game. So let's talk about some good things about the game, because the game's coming out in just under 2 weeks, and I don't want to criticize it too much, put you guys off from buying it completely. Let's talk about some of the good things, okay? So first good thing, it's kind of an original game for the Naruto series. Dragon Ball have had this kind of thing for a while now, but for a Naruto series, this is quite a change, you know? If you're sick of the basic 1v1 combat system with leader change, like Tekken, Naruto Storm, and Mortal Kombat, then this is a good game. You know, you get a multiplayer game. It's kind of like a Call of Duty Naruto Storm. You get 4v4, you get these game modes, and they're constantly trying to add more, you know? And you have all these characters, all these customizable options. It's a lot to look forward to in the game. There's a lot of things there to work with, a lot of material. Although there is no standard story mode, there is sort of a story mode. It's a co-op mission story mode, so the game revolves around the internet, of course. You know, you're gonna have to play and interact with a lot of players, and that's through Kakashi. And yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot to do. So that is a good thing about the game, is how open it is. It's a little bit free roam, you know, the waiting area is a bit free roam. And yeah, I did kind of wish that they added more game modes like tree climb battles, kind of like Smash Bros. You know, you're racing in a tree, kind of like in Storm 1, and then you can fight other players. And you can even do 4v4 in trees, because they love their 4v4 in this game for some reason. But yeah, they could do stuff like that. They could have squad battles or something like a competitive ranked mode only for squads. They could have so much, and who knows, this stuff might be in the full game, so I might be talking utter garbage right now, so please correct me if I am wrong about anything. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Who knows what'll be in the game. I'm a little bit excited to see it, but I'm not going to buy it because I don't want to be the one to find all this stuff just in case it's not there. So there's a lot of things they can add, and they're definitely going in a good direction with Naruto as well. You know, trying to change up from what CC2 did, because a lot of people hated on CC2. So if this company straight up made a similar game CC2 a year or two later, you know, because Naruto Storm 4 was released in 2016, I believe. So if they were to make Boruto Storm like right now, it would not do well. It'd be way too soon, which is why I suggested a Boruto Storm 2 years down the line. And who knows, maybe even if CC2 did it, hint hint, that would be quite nice as well. But yeah, so that's one good thing about the game, and there's also a lot of other good things. So that's pretty much most of what I wanted to say today. There is of course a lot more things I can't really think of right now, but I will try to mention them in the comments if anyone is interested. I'll try to think of more things, and I'll make an updated video potentially if the game comes out. It's completely different from what I expected. But would I buy this game? I'm afraid not. Would I make videos in this game? Probably, but I wouldn't want to invest too much money in this game because I don't think I would personally enjoy it. It's not my type of game. It could be different for you, and if you're definitely a huge Naruto fan, you could definitely just buy it for the collection. A good reason to buy this game is that this is a small company, well, smallish company making the game. So if they get enough people buying this game and they make enough money, then there will be another game, you know, after this, and it'll be better. That's usually how it works, right? The next game should be better. So who knows, maybe investing in this game is of benefit to the company and to us in the long run. So we'll just have to see how things go. Anyway, that's it from me guys. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed my little rant. If you have anything you want to mention in the comments, please do and I'll try to respond. And that's me guys. I'll see you next time. Peace out.